We're solving question number C 7.10. First, we will be reading full question and we will be deciding which all accounts we will be creating. Following are the incomplete information of Moonlight traders. The following balances are available. Land and building 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs. I don't think account is required because opening balance and closing balance is same. Plant and machinery 2 lakh 20,000, 3 lakh 30,000. I would be preparing plant and machinery account. Office equipments also we can prepare an account. Debtors account we always prepare. Here there are creditors for purchases. Debtors and creditors we normally prepare. Creditors for office expenses, as it is a new type of account, we will be preparing account for it. Stock is opening stock, closing stock, no need to prepare. Long term loan from SBI also we can do it in inner column. Bank account will be always preparing. Provision for taxation, again a new account we are going to prepare. Collection from debtors, payment to creditors, payment of office expense, salary paid, selling expense, cash sales, credit purchase, cash purchase, GP margin, discount allowed, discount received, bad debt. This will be all included in the accounts which we have already prepared. Depreciation to be provided as follows. Now try to concentrate. Here already land and building and plant and machinery. Land and building, I don't think depreciation will be applicable. Plant and machinery, no, land and building, there is a depreciation of 5%. But this closing balance is before a depreciation and not after depreciation. So, where I came to know that depreciation is afterwards in this 3,30,000, see the sentence. Depreciation to be provided is as follows. So depreciation is yet to be provided. It is already not provided in 3,30,000 and 5 lakhs. See, also you can see the figures. Land and building opening was 5 lakhs, closing is 5 lakhs. There is no purchase, but depreciation is to be provided. So this 5 lakhs is and 3,30,000 and 85,000 are before depreciation and not after depreciation. Let us go ahead. Office equipment 50% other adjustment. On 1st October, the machine sold. We have already prepared plant and machinery account, so this will be taken into consideration. Loan was partly repaid on 31st March together with the interest of the year. So interest is fully paid and loan was repaid. Prepared trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet as on 31st March. So we will be solving the question by preparing trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet for the year end. As opening balances are given, opening balance sheet is not given. We will compulsory have to prepare opening balance sheet to find out opening capital fund and other accounts that we have decided. Let us draw some accounts. Thus, I am drawing bank and cash account, debit side, credit side, receipt, rupees, payment, rupees. This is my cash and bank account. I will be preparing trading account, debit, credit, particulars rupees, particulars rupees. Profit and loss account, particulars rupees, particulars rupees, debit, credit. I will be also preparing opening balance sheet, liability rupees, assets rupees. I will be also preparing closing balance sheet. Liability rupees, assets rupees. In your examination, you can draw with pencil, rub and remember to rub it. Closing balance sheet, asset side is a debit effect, liability side is a credit effect. Opening balance sheet, asset side is a credit effect, liability side is a debit effect. As it is an opening balance sheet, the effects are reverse. Other accounts that are to be prepared is whatever we have decided, we'll be doing it. Which all are the accounts? Plant and machinery, office equipments. First, I'll be drawing bank account. Bank account I have already drawn, but I'll be drawing it over here. Bank account, receipt rupees, payment rupees. So bank account which I have drawn over here, I am just cancelling it out. Bank account I am drawing it over here, and here there are two accounts available, so I am preparing debtors account, creditors account, which are always there, debit, credit, debit, credit, here also debit and credit. Other accounts that I am going to prepare is plant and machinery, office equipment, plant and machinery, office equipment, debtors and creditors I have prepared, creditors for office expenses and provision for taxation. Creditors but for expenses and provision for tax. See, provision for tax, once we do cash flow statement, it will be a very easy account. But right now, I'll be just giving an overview. You can just take it for granted and learn more about provision of taxation once we do AS3, which is cash flow statement. But let us try and solve our full-fledged question. I will be starting with first journal entry. As this is not a tallied account, I will be passing two effects. Once I pass two effects, I'll be putting a small tick mark on it so that I'll get it that okay, this is already done. Opening land and building, 5 lakhs rupees. Two entry, opening land and building will be in opening balance sheet. Land and building, 5 lakhs rupees. Opening land and building, I'm already having an account. I have not drawn the account. I'll be doing it in inner column. Land and building, 5 lakhs rupees. Opening is over. Okay. Closing balance also given is before depreciation. So closing balance is before depreciation. Before depreciation, it is 5 lakhs. Please understand, if I don't give two effects to this 5 lakhs, it is absolutely all right. Had I prepared the account, I needed to give this two effects, but right now it is all right. Why? Try to concentrate. In our closing balance sheet, already we have written in inner column 5 lakhs rupees inner column, that is a figure before depreciation. Again, two effects are to be given of all the numbers, but we can ignore both the effects of this closing balance of land and building, 5 lakhs rupees. Let us go to plant and machinery. This 5 lakhs we have done, this we have decided we will not be doing. Plant and machinery, 2,20,000 opening balance. Plant and machinery, opening balance sheet, asset side, plant and machinery, 2,20,000 rupees. Second, we have already prepared plant and machinery account. Opening balance, 2,20,000. Closing balance is relevant and good. Try to concentrate. Closing balance is 3,30,000. How I am giving the effect? Please try to concentrate. 3,30,000 closing balance. 3,30,000. Sir, you just now said that this 3,30,000 is before depreciation. So what I'll be doing is I will be taking into consideration after I write it down in closing balance sheet. See where I am writing down in closing balance sheet. Plant and machinery, 3,30,000 in inner column. I am saying that I will be still giving effect of depreciation. So in this account, this is plant and machinery except depreciation. So I will not be considering depreciation over here. Instead, I'll be considering depreciation in closing balance sheet inner column. So this is a good point in this type of particular questions. 3,30,000 also to effect we have given. Office equipment 1,05,000, same type of effect as we have given in plant and machinery. Office equipment 1,05,000. Office equipment opening 1,05,000. And another effect, opening balance sheet, office equipment 1,05,000. Closing, again I'll be writing down in inner column. Closing office equipment is 85,000. Office equipment 85,000. One effect, I'm writing it in inner column because I'll be still giving effect of depreciation. Office equipment 85,000. Second effect, office equipment closing balance 85,000. Office equipment is also excluding depreciation. Debtors opening balance they don't know, but still I'll be writing down the effect. Opening debtors question mark. I need to fill up the figure. Opening debtors will come in opening balance sheet. Debtors, I don't know the figure. Closing debtors 2,25,000. Two effects I need to give of 2,25,000. Closing balance sheet debtors 2,25,000. And in debtors account, I will be writing down closing balance 2,25,000. So debtors 2,25,000 is over. Creditors for purchasing that are creditors opening 95,000. Creditors opening balances credit side 95,000. Closing opening balance sheet creditors I'll be writing opening balance sheet. Creditors 95,000 in opening balance sheet. Closing balance I'll be just writing it down as it is question mark. I'll not be writing down the figure. Creditors we don't know. Creditors account closing balance we don't know. This is question mark for us. Creditors for office expense opening is 20,000. Creditors for opening expense to effect. Creditors for expenses opening, what is the figure is 20,000. Creditors for expenses will second effect. So this is credit. Second effect will go opening balance sheet liability side. Creditors for expenses. What was the figure? 20,000. So opening balance sheet liability side is a debit effect. This was credit effect. Debit credit will tell you. Closing balance for creditors for expenses is 15,000. Closing 15,000. Second effect, closing balance sheet. Creditors for expenses 15,000 will go in closing balance sheet. 15,000 also to effect we have given. Opening stock is question mark. I will be passing to effect. Opening stock is a stock for opening balance sheet. Question mark, we don't know. Another effect, opening stock will come in trading account. As it was question mark, I have written in inner column, but as figure is not known, I am not writing down any other thing. Closing stock 65,000, famous to effect. Trading account credit side closing stock figure is 65,000. Balance sheet asset side closing stock 65,000. This is debit effect. This is credit effect. We can go ahead. 65,000 we can tick mark it. Long-term loan from SBI at the rate of 12%. As we have not prepared any accounts, I will be writing down in inner column. I will be using this 1 lakh rupees judicially, but try to concentrate over here. Long-term loan from SBI at the rate of 12%. 1,25,000. First time passing to effect. Loan is always a liability. So opening balance sheet, loan from SBI at the rate of 12% and figure is 1,25,000. See my second effect. It will be closing balance sheet inner column. Loan from SBI will be 1,20,000. So two effects of 1,25,000. We can go ahead. Closing balance is 1 lakh. So we can pass two effect for 1 lakh, but please understand, if I don't pass debit effect of 1 lakh, it is absolutely all right if I don't pass credit effect of 1 lakh. My balance sheet will still tally. See, if the opening balance is 1,25,000, closing balance is 1 lakh, what does it mean? You have repaid the loan of 25,000 rupees, and for that 25,000 rupees I'll be giving two effect. Try to concentrate. Minus repaid as on the last day of the year. This is what is given. How much? 25,000. So my outer column will automatically become 1 lakh. I'll not be writing it right now, otherwise I will be having that curiosity to give another effect of 1 lakh. It is just an outer column. But how that 1 lakh rupees was helpful? 25,000 we have repaid the loan, we came to know. It was repaid on the last day of the year, so we will be taking interest into consideration. First, let me pass second entry for this 25,000. 25,000 loan was repaid in current year, so it will be coming in our bank account. By loan 25,000. Credit effect, balance sheet liability side, closing balance sheet liability side minus is debit effect. Debit effect, credit effect of 25,000 is also tallied. And I have decided I'll not be giving anything of this 1 lakh rupees. I have just taken one more point, that is 25,000 rupees from that. The rate of interest was 12%. The repayment of loan was made as on the last day of the year. So interest should be calculated at the rate of 12%. So 1,25,000 into 12%, 1,25,000 into 12%, that is 15,000 should be interest, which they say was received. It is already received. Sorry, it will be already paid. We have taken the loan, not given the loan. So it will be paid. It is paid along with this 25,000. Interest paid on loan of rupees 15,000. Now 15,000, once again 1,25,000 into, what is the percentage of loan? 1,25,000 into 12%. 1,25,000 into 12% is 15,000. So 15,000 rupees interest on loan is repaid. Interest on loan is my expenditure. So P&L account debit side to interest on loan 25,000. And as cash is going out, I'll be writing down in bank account credit side by interest on loan. How much? 15,000. So two effects, interest on loan 15,000, interest on loan 15,000, debit and credit. We can go ahead. So this has given us 2 or 3 points. One is 25,000 is loan repaid. Second is interest on that particular thing. Bank opening balance is 25,000. I'll be giving two effect of 25,000. Opening balance sheet, bank account 25,000, bank account opening balance 25,000. Closing balance of bank, we don't know. We'll be just writing it down. Bank balance, we don't know the figure. Bank account closing balance, we don't know the figure. Provision for taxation, opening balance is 35,000, rate is 30%. So provision for taxation, opening balance 35,000. Provision for taxation is a liability account. Opening balance 35,000. As it is liability, it will go in opening balance sheet liability side. Provision for tax 35,000. Debit effect, credit effect. I can go ahead. Provision for taxation, opening balance. Provision for taxation, closing balance is 30,000. Closing balance to effect 30,000. Closing 30,000. It will go in closing balance sheet. Provision 30,000. So I have cleared that first table. I have given two effect for each and every transaction. I can go ahead. Collection from debtors 9,25,000. Again, it is not a tallied sheet, so I'll have to pass two effect. Collection from debtors is 9,25,000. So bank account will be debited to debtors 9,25,000. Debtors account will be credited by bank 9,25,000. Payment to creditors 5,25,000. Payment to creditors by creditors 5,25,000. Creditors account debit to bank 5,25,000. So credit effect, debit effect, I can go ahead. Payment for office expenses 42,000. Payment for office expenses, cash will go out by office expenses of 42,000. Sir, P&L debit, second effect. No, we have already prepared creditors for expenses. So I'll have to debit it over here to expenses, that is bank. And the figure is 42,000. Debit effect, credit effect, I can go ahead. Salary paid 32,000 by salary 32,000. P&L account debit 32,000 to salary 32,000. Selling expense 15,000. Similar type of effect. Selling expense, what was the figure? 15,000. Bank account credit side by selling expense 15,000. So 15,000 also we have given two effect. Cash sales 2,50,000. I'll be giving two effect for cash sales 2,50,000. Bank account debit to cash sales 2,50,000. Cash sales goes in trading account by sales, cash and credit. Cash sales is 2,50,000. So debit effect, credit effect over here. Debit effect over here of 2,50,000, we can go ahead. Credit sales is 80% of total sales. Now try to concentrate what is cash sales 2,50,000. So I'll have to have some space for working note. Yes, I'm having. Can I say cash sales plus credit sales is equal to total sales? Now cash sales is given is 2,50,000. So it is given over here 2,50,000. Cash sales plus credit sales is equal to total sales. They say cash credit sales is 80% of total sales. So I can do this. If total sales is 100, credit sales is 80 and cash sales is 20. Now it is extremely easy. You just need to do cross multiplication. You will be getting the answer of credit sales also. How to do it? 2,50,000 into 80 divided by 20. It is 16,66,667. 16,66,667 will be what? Credit sales. I will be passing two effects for credit sales. 16,66,667 is my credit sales. 16,66,667 is my credit sales. Credit sales will go in debtors account debit side. Debtors account debit side. Credit sales 16,66,667. Start. This is a point for credit sales. Next is credit purchase 5,40,000. Credit purchase the two effect of 5,40,000. Credit purchase, the two effect of 5,40,000. Credit purchases creditors account credit side. It is a 5,40,000 and credit purchase will come in trading account debit side 5,40,000. Purchase credit 5,40,000. Cash purchases was 40% of total purchase. So I will be doing again the same thing. Cash plus credit is equal to total. Credit was 5,40,000. They say cash is 40% of total purchase. So if total purchase was 100, cash was 40%, this was 60%. You can just do cross multiplication. Doing cross multiplication, 5,40,000 into 40 divided by 60 will be 3,60,000. 3,60,000 is cash purchase. Cash purchase, two effect of 3,60,000. Cash purchase bank account will be debited to purchase. What was the figure? 3,60,000. And cash purchase, a trading account debit side 3,60,000. I can go ahead. I have done cash purchase as well as credit purchase. Two effect I have given. GP margin is as cost plus 25%. I am just writing down GP. Trading account. GP is cost plus 25%. GP will be P&L account credit. I'm just writing it in inner column. I'll be calculating later on. Cost plus 25% rate. Yes. Discount allowed 5,500. I'll be giving two effect. Discount allowed. Debtors account credit side by discount 5,500. Discount allowed is expenditure. P&L account debit side to discount 5,500. Discount received 4,500 is our income. So P&L account credit side by discount 4,500. In creditors account it will be debit side because it will reduce our creditors 4,500. Creditors account debit side to discount 4,500. Bad debt was 2% of closing debtors. Now what is closing debtors is 2,25,000. So 2% of 2,25,000 will become our bad debt. Bad debt then closing debtors will decrease. It is 2 lakh. So see, the answer will differ. First, it is your expenditure, right? So, to bad debt 4,500. It is 2,25,000 into 2% is 4,500. So bad debt expense is expenditure, P&L will be debited 4,500. Now, is it this figure is after providing bad debt or before providing bad debt? It is before providing bad debt, right? So 2,25,000 minus 4,500 should be your closing debtors. So where I am giving second effect, try to concentrate. It will be debtors account 2,25,000 minus 4,500. 2,25,000 minus 4,500. This is where I am giving second effect, debit effect. All right. Sir, had I given it in debtors account credit side, then also I feel it is not absolutely incorrect. Debtors can be that last figure 2,25,000 can be treated after providing bad debt. This is also a good entry, 4,500. Now this is closing balance sheet debit side minus, so it is a credit effect. P&L debit side I have given debit effect. I can go ahead. 4,500, a good point. You can reduce it from debtors in your closing balance sheet, writing down in inner column, or you can write it down to debtors account credit side. Next is bad debt 2% of closing debtors. All right. Depreciation to be provided, land and building 5%. Land and building, there is no other points, I can easily do it. Land and building 5%. Minus 5%. It is 25,000. P&L account debit side, depreciation on land and building 25,000. Depreciation on plant and machinery is 10%. Now plant and machinery is having n numbers of things. I will be keeping it pending 10%. Office equipment 15%. I'll be doing it last. So I'm having two things pending. Let me write it down in red. Plant and machinery and office. Other adjustment. On 1st October, they sold. So loan was repaid. We have already done. So I think only this one adjustment is pending. On 1st October, they sold the machine having book value of 40,000 as at the year beginning. So we are talking about now plant and machinery. It was sold on 1st October. That is half a year. Let me open a working note. All right. What was book value in opening? 40,000. But it was sold on 110. So we need to provide a depreciation as of 110. What is the depreciation rate for plant and machinery is 10%? Yes, it is 10%. So plant and machinery 10%, but only for 6 months. So depreciation for the 6 months will be 2,000 rupees. So what will be book value as on the date of sale? 38,000. Book value as on the date of 38,000. All right. Now this machine is sold, and it is sold at what? What is given? It is sold at. Let us see what is given in the book. At a loss of 15,000. So it is at a loss of 15,000. So 38,000 minus 15,000 is 23,000. Sold. See, for your understanding, I'm writing down the journal entry and I will be passing to effects. Try to concentrate. Bank account will be debited by 23,000 rupees. Bank is the real account. Debit whatever comes in. Loss account will be debited. This will be going into P&L account because the loss is 15,000. Depreciation will be debited. How much? 2,000. 2. Machinery, in this case plant and machinery, 40,000. Right. Depreciation is also in P&L account. I will be posting to this entry into my relevant account. Bank account debit 23,000. To sale of machinery 23,000. Loss account, that is P&L account debit 15,000. To loss on sale of machinery 15,000. Depreciation on that machinery is 10,000. Depreciation on machinery 2,000. And to machinery 40,000. That is machinery account credit side. Buy sale 40,000. I have posted this journal entry. I have given debit effect of 40,000. See, debit effect of 40,000. 23, 15 and 2. 23, 15 and 2 is 40. Credit effect of 40 is over here. Debit effect of 40, credit effect of 40. We can go ahead. New machine was purchased on 1st January. Now let us see first how much new machine was purchased from our account. This is 2,20,000, 40,000, 3,30,000. Balancing figure is new machine purchased. And it was purchased on 1st of Jan. So balancing figure depreciation is not included in this all figures. So on new machine will be purchased. It is 3,70,000 minus 2,20,000. So 1,50,000 new machine was purchased. Plant and machinery account debit to bank. By purchase of machinery was 1,50,000. All right. So new machinery was purchased of 1,50,000. In account, I'll be writing down the date 1st January. That will be helpful to me for finding out depreciation. This is what is given. Office equipment, something should be sold because this is without depreciation. Balancing figure, you cannot take it depreciation. Let us see what is what they have given. Office equipment was sold at the beginning at its book value 1st April. So whatever was the book value, it was sold at that value, and that too at the beginning of the year. This date also I'll be writing down. So what is office equipment sold? 1,05,000, 85,000. That is 20,000. It was also sold at 20,000. There is no profit or loss. So bank account will be debited by 20,000. To effect office equipment credit, bank account debit, I can go ahead. Yes, I need to write down the dates of sale of office equipment. It is 1. So it is in the beginning of the year. Let's see my question. Everything is sold except this. Plant and machinery at 10% and office equipment at 15%. So plant and machinery, 10% depreciation I am providing. Please try to concentrate. Plant and machinery. This is my account. 2,20,000, out of which 40,000 machinery that we have sold is already provided. So we don't need to consider that 40,000. So 2,20,000 minus 40 is 1,80,000. I need to provide full year's depreciation 10%. New machine was purchased at the rate of rupees 1,50,000 into 10% into how many months it was used? January, February and March into 3 divided by 12. So this answer will be 18,000 plus this answer will be 1,50,000 into 10% into 3 divided by 12. It is 3,750. It is a 21,750. Will be depreciation. I don't need to write down depreciation over here because we know this account is except depreciation. 21,750 will be depreciation for plant and machinery to effect. 21,750. P&L account debit side. 21,750. P&L account debit side to depreciation on plant and machinery. 21,750. It will be reduced from balance sheet. Depreciation 21,750. Office equipment at 15%. Please try to concentrate. Office equipment out of 1,05,000, 20,000 was sold at the beginning of the year. So depreciation should be provided only on 85,000. So 85,000 into 15% will be my depreciation. 85,000 into 15%, that is 12,750 will be office equipment depreciation minus depreciation 12,750. P&L account debit side to depreciation on office equipment 12,750. This is the end of theoretical portion of my question. Now I just need to total out and try to concentrate. What is pending is opening stock. I cannot solve it. Sales is given. Closing stock is given. GP on cost is given. I can convert it into GP on sales. And first let me find out total sales. The total sales will be 2,50,000 plus 16,66,667. That is 19,16,667. 19,16,667. Right. So trading account GP is a 25% on sales. Just 20%. Sorry. 25% on cost is 20% on sales. If it 125 is 25%, then 125 is 20%. Hundred plus 25 is 125. So if 125 is 100, what will be 25? So it will be 25 divided by 125. It is 20%. Yes, it's 20% on sales. So 20% on this. 19,16,667 into 20%. It is 3,83,333. 3,83,333. So given the closing stock, sales, GP, cash and credit purchase, which is 9 lakhs, I will be getting answer of opening stock, right? So just tally it out and find out answer of opening stock. So 19,16,667 plus 65,000 minus 3,83,333 minus 9 lakhs. It is 6,98,334. All answer I am getting in points. Let me verify whether this answer is correct or not, right? Because this is giving me 667. So it is this equation. It is 2,50,000 into 80 divided by 20. No, it is not correct. This is 10 lakhs. It is not 16 lakhs. It is 10 lakhs rupees. So I'll be rectifying it fast. Debtors is not 16,66,667. It is the 10 lakhs. Credit sales in trading account also. This is 10 lakhs rupees. So this figure will change. This will become 12,50,000. This figure will change. 12,50,000 into 20%. 2,50,000. So my opening stock will change, right? Opening stock will be 12,50,000 plus 65,000 minus 2,50,000 minus 9 lakhs. It is 1,65,000 will be my opening stock. Opening stock 1,65,000. I need to give second effect. Try to understand. This is the figure which I have written. This is just outer column. This is just outer column. 2,50,000 also second effect will be over here. 1,65,000 opening stock, opening balance sheet. 1,65,000 opening balance sheet, stock is 1,65,000. So trading account is tallied. I have got some figures missing in opening balance sheet. Opening data still is pending. Other accounts, yes, in debtors account only opening is missing. I will be getting opening debtors. What will be opening debtors? This 9,25,000 plus 5,500 plus 2,25,000 minus 10 lakhs, which is, it is minus 10 lakhs. So it is 1,55,500. Let me do it once again. 9,25,000 plus 5,500 plus 2,25,000 minus 10 lakhs. It is 1,55,500. We'll go in opening debtors. 1,55,500. Creditors. I think only closing is missing. Opening, credit, purchase, bank and discount is there. Closing is missing. I can find out closing creditors. 5,40,000 plus 95,000 minus 4,500 minus 5,25,000. It is 1,05,500. Creditors will go in closing balance sheet, liability side, 1,05,500. So creditors is closed, the debtors is closed. Bank account, any other account, plant and machinery. This is closed. This is closed. Creditors for expenses, opening plus purchase minus closing will be incurred, will be debited to profit and loss account. So the difference is this is 57,000 minus 20,000 is 37,000. Expenses incurred in current year is 37,000. P&L account debit to expenses 37,000. See, we have forgotten provision for taxation should be first account to be tallied. So this all accounts should be first accounts to be tallied. It should not be done last. But For provision for taxation, try to understand what it is. Income tax for the year 2021 is always paid in 21-22. 21-22 income tax is always paid in 22-23. So current year's income tax is always paid in next year. But as on the 31st March, you will have to decide what is your what is your approximate tax, which will not pay, you will pay in next year. So you will just create a provision. This is provision which was created in last year, which will be paid in current year. If nothing is given, we can assume in provision for taxation, opening is paid to bank 35,000. So it was income tax of last year which will be paid in current year. So we are assuming nothing is given, so it is paid in current year. 35,000 to effect bank account credit side. 35,000 by tax paid. 35,000. Now, at current year end, we know we need to pay tax in next year. Any other future expenditure we should always provide for as per conservatism concept. So, I will be providing 30,000 rupees. If nothing is given, closing is provided, opening is paid. This we will be certainly learning in cash flow statement. 100% full-fledged will be learning in cash flow statement. So I'm not going into deep at this point of time. But this 30,000 second effect will be P&L account debit side. To provision for a tax 30,000. Debit effect, credit effect, and a provision for taxation is also tallied. So now we need to go ahead. There is no other account. Debtors is tallied, creditors, bank account is yet to be tallied. Opening balance sheet, closing balance sheet, trading and profit and loss account. We can close a bank account where only closing balance is missing. Let us find out bank account closing balance. 25,000 plus 9,25,000 plus 2,50,000 plus 3,60,000 plus 23,000 plus 20,000 minus 25,000 minus 15,000 minus 5,25,000 minus 42,000 minus 32,000 minus 15,000 minus 1,50,000 minus 35,000. Closing balance of cash is 7,64,000. Is huge. Yes, this we have made a mistake. 3,60,000 this will be by purchase. 3,60,000. 3,60,000. Where was the other effect? In creditors. Sorry, in trading account. 3,60,000 was debit. So in bank account it will be credited. So this is an incorrect effect. We need to refind out this. It is 25,000 plus 9,25,000 plus 2,50,000 plus 23,000 plus 20,000 minus 3,60,000 minus 25,000 minus 15,000 minus 5,25,000 minus 42,000 minus 32,000 minus 15,000 minus 1,50,000 minus 35,000. Closing is 44,000, right? So 44,000 closing bank balance sheet 44,000. So I have tallied my bank account, debtors, creditors is tallied, plant machinery, creditors, provision. For tax is tallied. Trading account is tallied. I can tally my profit and loss account. First I'll tally opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet, I will be getting opening capital 5 lakh rupees plus 2,20,000 rupees plus 1,05,000 rupees plus 1,55,500 rupees plus 1,65,000 rupees plus 25,000 rupees minus 95,000 rupees minus 20,000 rupees minus 1,25,000 rupees minus 35,000 rupees. It is 8,95,500. 8,95,500 will be capital. So it will become opening capital over here 8,95,500. I have tallied opening balance sheet, trading account. I need to tally profit and loss account. I will be getting profit and loss. You can just total it out, tally it. I will be getting P&L of 39,000. I have directly taken it from book. It is 39,000. We have not made any further mistake. Profit and loss account will be transferred to capital account plus 39,000 is capital. Just take the figure out. 1,25,000 minus 25,000 is 1 lakh. 3,30,000. Take this figure out, this figure out, this figure out, this figure out. Your balance sheet should tally. This was question number C7.10.